You know, one thing, Dex, I'm actually Malaysian, so I might lean towards the Malaysian side here
Oh,
with Rice Tofu Gaming. So we'll see about that. But like you were saying, the team in red would be Team Rice Tofu Gaming, as they would be on the offense in the first half, and on the defense we would have Team BadAshe. They are of course utilizing an Orisa here, which I think is a brilliant pick, especially the first point goes because halts can be utilized to get environmental kills on the Orisa. Just
yes.
getting lots of environmental kills would stagger the offensive team quite a bit.
I'm interested to note though that Bento Box setting up here by the alleyway instead of the bridge, so those environmental kills that you're looking for might not work out in their favor. But now BadAshe gonna move on up, and I would love to see this. Look at their lineup. They have the Orisa, they have the Roadhog, they have the Lucio. This might be poops for days here by the bridge, a bridge over troubled waters, and maybe the corpses of the oncoming Rice Tofu Gaming. You don't want your tofu to be too soggy, guys, and BadAshe is looking to ruin each of your days.
Alright, so now we'll see Toxicity just hitting onto the high ground as Diva, but meanwhile getting a bit damaged. Nope. But it seems like Toxicity looking for some off angles here, now jumping onto the other side of the high ground, just getting some control on the high ground. So now we see the Reinhardt on, Ying Hang Tan leading charge in terms of the push. But is being anti-naded by the Ana of the opposite team. So brother here meanwhile getting kill onto Toxicity, and Bento Box getting a revenge kill onto Yingham. So it seems like a hard reset is in order for Team Red or Team Rice Tofu Gaming.
Yeah, interesting that BadAshe is actually backing out to the plaza, but somehow, some way, their lineup working against the 2-1-3 here. Oh, it's a 3-1-2 rather, for the side of Rice Tofu Gaming. I, for one, don't like the two supports with 3 tanks lineup too much. The healing might be a little pesky, but we do have a Roadhog for Ethnoflea, and he was pretty potent on that one in the last series. So Gami now with a takedown onto one. Here comes the push. Rice Tofu Gaming already invading the plaza, going past the tree. The barrier is gonna be bursted through, and Bento Box can't even block besides that fortified. This is gonna be a good push here for the side of the Malaysians. Ethnoflea whipping out the whole hog, just making it rain with the lead. There's gonna be another reason Nana boosted up, but BadAshe in a bad spot here.
Now we will have a bot being utilized by Ash of the side of BadAshe. And you see, with this bot being utilized, there is so much damage being done here. Also, on the flip side, we will have the bomb being utilized on the side of Team Rice Tofu Gaming, and meanwhile, with that, they have enough momentum to push payload onto the first point. So this will be a quick first cap on the side of Team Rice Tofu Gaming as they won the engagement earlier.
Funny thing there, brother just deciding I'm gonna take someone down with me, gonna go for the melee onto the Ashe, but I'll just Rice Tofu Gaming with their heavier composition, very very hefty, with the Reinhardt, with the Roadhog, with the Diva. Lots of utility here for Rice Tofu Gaming.
Okay, now we will see Team BadAshe trying to, group up and position themselves onto the high ground, hopefully getting some engagement. Now we'll see the drop down by Bento Box, leading charge onto the payload, just shielding up, and also on the other right hand side, we would have Brother trying to get some off angles, and Diva Bomb being utilized here by Team Rice Tofu Gaming, but it does not get any kills as it does not connect. Meanwhile, we will have the Moira here on Rice Tofu Gaming just popping his coalescence to keep his teammates alive. But we would see a quick kill. Ignis Force getting a kill, a headshot onto Togami Yu.
Crystal Talon just up on top. Let's see if the Roadhog can get a hook or two. Crystalon trying to go for the charge. Bento Box though out in front. The two Reinhardts dueling. It's gonna be a 5-strike toss on out, and Lijiang Tower is ready with the shatter. This might be an earth-splitting moment here for Rice Tofu Gaming, as there's the hook, and here comes the shatter connecting onto the Ana. Blind check, gonna go blind, gonna get taken down. Sand barriers though from the both sides, and looks like the shields are pretty on point from the Lucius. There's the hook right now, and the whole hog in the backline. Ethnoflea trying to push. The Daks might be the corpses here for BadAshe. She's gonna be littering the Daks rather, as BadAshe is gonna be forced to back on out slowly but steadily. Frontier right now, they turn things around with the Graviton Surge. There's the takedown on the Kwanzaa, and Ignis Force with that takedown.
I think you see the Graviton didn't really do too much because there was a coalescence being popped here on the side of Togami Yu. So that was actually instrumental in keeping his teammates alive. But looking at the situation now, we would have a stagger kill being being on the side of Team Rice Tofu Gaming, as Ying Han Tan would actually get hooked and killed by the Hawk of BadAshe.
Yeah, Crystalon pushing all the way to the other bridge. BadAshe playing quite aggressively here. Ethnoflee on the right-hand side. And the formation here for the Malaysian squad, deciding to put their 3 tanks out in front. Very, very smart. The front line, very hefty. Looking to go for a duel. But keep an eye on Ignis Force. He has ready with Bob. Dynamite getting some 6 along the way. There's gonna be Bob though from the side of Kwanzaa. Shatter is there, putting Blind Track to the floor. Sambar now from Gangster. And there's the Bob. There's the Shatter here from the side of BadAshe. Gets the pin. Missy Tan gonna get that takedown, and a good anti-heal on Lijiang Tower gonna fell the Reinhardt along the way. BadAshe again in control and is so good with this choke point.
Oh, you know what I think happened there earlier, Dax. I think the positioning of Ignis Force bot wasn't actually placed in a really good position, and then the Earth Shatter failed to connect. So it only get one, and after that, Kangster from the side of Team BadAshe actually did nullify all of those ultimates with beat of his own, and now we see Graviton being utilized here, and it catches a few people. Now Brother again with the double kill onto Misty Tan and Kwanzaa, and also a Diva Bomb does actually goes down but does not connect. Meanwhile in the front lines we will have Crystalon just duking it out with Ying Han Tan, and Ying Han Tan now would be purple from the Entermate, and he is low, his barrier has broken, and he is down here. Brother getting killed onto Ying Han Tan, with also Ignis Force getting a retaliation kill here onto Misty Tan. So it seems like another successful defense here on the side of Team BadAshe.
Yeah, BadAshe there playing quite aggressively, but Brother not only creative with his hero picks, but very creative with his grabs. Went through the building, went through the backline from the side, gets the grab, and that's to be a shutdown again for BadAshe. 25 seconds remaining here for Rice Tofu Gaming. Looks like the harvest isn't gonna be on point in this one. We have a flank again, and here comes Bob, knocks down Togamiyu. We have a whole hog though from Crystalon, but he's stuck in the center of the black hole. But this is a lot of ultimates now used up by the side of the defense, and they are pretty potent. Focus fire onto Bob, good hook, and there's an even better grab to have fallen. This is absolutely stellar here for the side of BadAshe. Where was this BadAshe yesterday? Because they are proving to be one of the top teams of this competition.
Definitely, Dax. I'm just so. I'm looking at BadAshe. I'm actually speechless right now. They have actually held the point for very long, and they held it very well. They utilize their ultimates. They cycle through their ultimates really well, like a pro. And we see here Team Rice Tofu Gaming actually struggling quite a bit in terms of getting the picks that they need. They need to take down the healers here, but they did not manage to do so because mainly I feel it might be their tank heavy composition, which is really frontline heavy, and there was no flanking force on the side of Rice Tofu Gaming.
Yeah, I completely agree. Rice Tofu Gaming not able to exploit the lesser healing. I mean, it was more of a bigger demand of healing here for BadAshe, but still, no Zenyatas, no Reapers, nothing of the sort. He can't be punished by the Brig because the Brig isn't there yet for BadAshe. So we'll see now if Rice Tofu Gaming can actually defend this all the way halfway across the map. It's gonna be pretty important here as Rice Tofu Gaming can decide to run a 3-1-2 of their own on the defense.
Alright, I actually am hoping to see another Orisa and hopefully getting a Hulk kill here, but no, it would not be so, as a Ying Han Tan would opt to choose a Reinhardt, and Ethnoflee would also choose to accompany this Reinhardt as Zarya. So on the side of defense here, they are running 3 tank, 2 heals, 1 DPS again, like what you mentioned. And on the side of Team BadAshe, they are running a Bastion.
Yeah, they're gonna do the Bastion again. They're gonna set up on the payload. They're gonna put an artifact that is gonna be the Road Dog from the Great Omnic War. But as a pretty questionable barrier there, it does go through a little. So Brother might be in a little spot of trouble here, but Bentabax just keeping the box on, and that's gonna be a lot better here. The Orisa still poking out as well as the Bastion, but I guess it's enough here for BadAshe to get through the corner already. And here comes the team train. Choo Choo gonna go for the pin, and oh, Togamiyu gonna get that takedown. Good shutdown here from the side of Rice Tofu Gaming, but still BadAshe in control with a 2-4-1. They have to slow down, however, without the Bastion now in the front line. It's gonna be a lot less damage. They will rely on Crystalon and his hooks instead.
And also we see here good positioning here by Ignis Force as he was taking the high ground and all the off angles here. Being Ashe, you can actually use his coach gun to get himself up on the air and getting lots of sneaky little angles onto the enemy without the barrier getting too much in the way. That is the beauty of Ashe though. So of course Ignis was getting lots of value here as Ashe, I would like to point out.
Yeah, Bastion from Brother again, all the way in the backline. You can see the bullets, you can hear it going. There's the Shatter now, putting Brother to sleep. But a good anti-heal onto the Reinhardt and to the Zarya. Kangster and Blind Trap just popping off, popping heads, and getting takedowns. An easy push here for BadAshe. A minute and a half there for that first point siege. And now 5 minutes to get halfway across that second checkpoint.
I think things are not looking well here for Team Rice Tofu Gaming as they are basically defending here on the other side of the point. Am I getting this right? They are actually not. They are giving. I feel far too much space for Team BadAshe to push.
Yeah, I feel so they can actually go for the siege, and especially when you have a Bastion for the side of BadAshe, giving him the space means he can set up all the way in the backline. That's what BadAshe is doing. Look at the Bastion. He's by the stairway. Can anyone from Rice Tofu Gaming actually siege into this? They're all afraid on the high ground. Bento Box just slowly pushing. Bob tossed, and he's gonna go for a few shots or two. But there's the bubble right now, and we have the World of Tanks from Brothers. Self-destruct is there. Oh, Toxicity taking down one. Graviton Surge is there, however. Nope, that's just gonna be a Ethno Fleet. Transcendence now coming on out. Ethno Fleet on that Zarya though. And there's the hook. Lijiang Tower caught out, gets taken down. Crystalon again, just jumping on. Gonna find some prey. BadAshe close to the end. Is this gonna be a Teddy?
Yeah, I think this might be it as we see Brother now pushing up, making himself available on the payload, and now this is it. BadAshe would close Rialto with a win, a 1-0. I think this was a misplay here by Rice Tofu Gaming on the second point as they allowed BadAshe to actually capitalize and get momentum onto the point as they gave too much space for BadAshe to actually set up on the point.
Yeah, just to help you guys out, when you are dealing with a Bastion, you go for it. You have to fight as soon as possible. The more space you give means the less time you actually have to regroup. So you regroup. If you lose, you regroup. You go again as 6. It's so easy to fight against the Bastion who sets up by a payload due to the fact you know where he is gonna be coming into the fight compared to them knowing where you're gonna siege into.
And I think Brother would be playing the main.
Yeah, I feel it too.
And also, I feel that both teams should be utilizing a Lucio just in order to get on the point faster than the opponent does. Because once you have the high ground position, or once you take most of the high ground position away from the enemy, that is where you can rain down damage upon the enemy. So I hope to see Lucio being played here. I hope to see probably a Brigitte being played here just for the crowd control and the stunts here.
Oh, yeah. Interesting to note though that Rice Tofu Gaming now locked in onto that Junkrat instead of that Brig. Honestly, contrary to what we've been expecting and what we've seen them play at their best. So Rice Tofu Gaming, guys, just play what you play. Play what you want, play what you play. And if you're trying to get a little better at what you do, you know, play to your strengths, not your weaknesses, especially on the bigger stage. But maybe, just maybe, we're doubting Rice Tofu Gaming a little too much. Maybe they can pull this out because they had a return to form last time on Lijiang Tower. Will it be the same situation this time? On the other hand, BadAshe gonna play a 2-1-3 with the Mei again as their DPS.
So yes, the Mei here, we'll see a Mei wall is going to go up. Nope. Yes, you see, the Mei wall here is really instrumental in splitting the team into half. That once we have the split, the Reinhardt Bento Box to go in for the initiation, and now you will see Rice Tofu Gaming being split up with the rest of his team, and also the Junkrat on the high ground here, just trying to get some off angles, but does not do too much as we will have early kills on the side of Team BadAshe. Now with the first cap on being in favor of Team BadAshe.
Yeah, Rice Tofu Gaming struggling again. I keep saying a 3-tank comp like this won't work out without 3 support because your heal's way too low. Quants are now switching over to the Brigitte, and it's time for Rice Tofu Gaming to either get a harvest or just have a drought, because this is gonna be their only chance now to take this win. Control center though so strong with the Mei, Ice Wall on point, and Box perfect charge onto Lijiang Tower. Here comes the slaughter. The Reinhardt started things off. This is gonna be the march from the BadAshe squad.
You know what I think about this Ashe at Daks? I feel that basically we see Brother here and Bento Box having their 1-2 combinations really tight and really, they have practiced this obviously. So a Mei wall goes up and then we'll see a charge and also a pin or a bash, shield bash by Crystalline. So now we see this again. It's like a choreograph being repeated again and again. So now we have a stagger kill onto Ying Hantan. So this is a 6v5 situation, and Team Rise Tofu Gaming knows that they are in a man down at disadvantage, so they have to regroup again. So this is a huge stagger, and look at the control percentage. We already have 63% on the side of Team BadAshe.
I just saw the same thing happen 3 times in a row. Good shatter there. Graviton Surge as well. Blizzard though was eaten up by Toxicity. So just a little, just a little feather there in the stack of needles. Because this, huge! Delta Shock from Toxicity put up on top. He literally crowned the squad of BadAshe with that one. But this is still gonna be the Indonesian squad in control. Kwanzaa now whip shot connecting. Rise Tofu Gaming looking for the push. And they are gonna be able to start the contest on the payload. That was a big mistake there from the side of BadAshe, playing too cockily. But it was such a situation where Rise Tofu Gaming had a fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me thrice, I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Toxicity just making it count, however. And he has literally bailed out his team with the bomb, with the rockets. This D.Va gonna be the forefront of the defense now.
Alright, now we are seeing the respawns coming online for Team BadAshe, as they already have the Lucio beat online for them, so this might be good in terms of any team fight. Now we'll see the Lucio beat being utilized, and a quick nullification of Kwanzaa here. Ignis was meanwhile getting kill onto Ying Hantan, so it seems like Team BadAshe is snowballing themselves, just leading the charge into the point, and with 94%, now another Mei wall goes up. Kangster with a kill onto Misitan, and now we'll see the staggers coming in, and a shatter as well as the Graviton online for Team BadAshe, and both the shatters are online, but I think it's far too late as it is already 100%, and Team BadAshe would actually cap the first point of Lijiang in their favor.
That was really, really smart there from the squad of BadAshe. They knew they could go for the push with their tank line. They had their ultimates ready and they didn't allow a single contest by the end from Rise Tofu Gaming. BadAshe completely informed today, guys. 1-0 already, just needs to win Night Market to move on to the lower bracket finals. And Rise Tofu Gaming needs to buck up or just go home because this isn't working out for them. They need to figure out what they're gonna do. They're gonna go for the Moira right now, but will actually work out. On the other hand, BadAshe gonna go for even more damage. Blind Trick on that Zen. Brother still on that Mei, and it's gonna be a cold reception here for the side of Rise Tofu Gaming.
Okay, looking at the lineup, we would also have Brother on the Mei again, so we'll see possibly another choreograph move here. A wall here, meanwhile, just separating the team a bit further. Now you see a Mei wall and a charge does not connect, but Crystalline meanwhile getting a double kill onto the right. Bento Box getting killed onto Togami, and we look at this aggression here and the disrespect on the side of Team BadAshe. They are actually just doing this movement of walling up and charging in, and also Crystalline here as the Brigitte bashing into the face of the enemy. Now we'll again with another kill here, Daks.
Yeah, if it works, why try to change it? And Brother has been so on point with those ice walls. BadAshe here exploiting the fact that communications maybe for these kind of teams not on point, and it's just always a separation there by the squad. They really either need to wait out that ice wall if they don't get caught out, or just come as 6. This has been a struggle, and look at this, BadAshe already in position to do the exact same thing all over again. But good movement here from Rise Tofu Gaming. Decided to go up on top. No one caught out. Lijiang Tower up on top, and finally the Malaysians have learned their lesson. They're gonna drop on down, but a shatter there gonna connect on the 4. This might be it here. Bento Box swinging away at the fences, at the opponents, getting 3 along the way. BadAshe looking pretty badass here.
As I might say so myself, definitely here. But on the side of Ultimates, we have Blind Track already with his Transcendence, Gangster, almost with his Beat, and also Ignis Force with a Graviton. So we will see possibly here another combination being utilized by BadAshe.
Yeah. Right, Tofu Gaming though switching over to that Doomfist.
Oh.
This might be their chance, but Ying Hansan again isolated. Looks like he's the one who only likes Winter because he's just gonna get frozen up and get taken down by Blind Trick. And I love the tactics here for BadAshe. Honestly, if you think about a tournament like this, these are the tactics you can exploit. The Bastion, the Mei, those heroes very strong against uncoordination, lack of focus fire, and BadAshe right now proving strong. Where was this BadAshe yesterday? Looks like they're gonna take off the HE today because we have a push on in 88% and counting. Grabbing the surge now to put the rally to the wall. Etno Flea falls as well. Blizzard right now. This might be a cold, wonderful night here on Lijiang Tower. There is a contest, however. There is a capture. And with Toxicity staying on, but overtime is here. All I want for Christmas is BadAshe to take the win with the Mei. And it's gonna be a winter wonderland here for BadAshe because they take it 2-0 here in both the map and in the series.
Well, looking at this, it seems like teams have not figured out how to play against BadAshe. They, on their payload map, they will utilize a protect precedent strategy, and on their control center map, they would, not control center, I mean, as in their King of the Hill map, they would utilize the Mei to great effect. Look at this, we have a combination, a beautiful choreograph here by Team BadAshe. A Mei wall goes up, a shield bash by the Brigitte, then the charge here by Bento Box. So it worked so well for them.
Yeah,
Team BadAshe.
super stellar stuff from BadAshe.